What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. All right, today is the day where the CME, the big Bitcoin futures expiration, expires. It's the last Friday of the month. So we're going to take a look at that and see how that is going to affect Bitcoin prices going forward. So let's dive into that in this video.
Trade Genius.
Guys, really quick before we dive into the meat of this video, just sharing another trade that we did in the room, 8.3% move here on Nexus. We got into that back over here. Just a couple day hold, nicely timed with this spike, and that's the kind of stuff that we're targeting right now. So if you're interested in joining us in the room, head over to tradelikeagenius.com, check out the room packages there, and invite you to come join us. We do this and binary options every day, so lots of activity going on, lots of opportunities to make money. Okay, so as far as Bitcoin goes, this is the chart that we look at. The lines represent the expirations. Yellow is the smaller CBOE expiration, and the red is the CME. And the rule of thumb on the red is with the CME big contract, generally what happens is you'll see price swing up to it, and then so it's kind of like a pivot for price. So if price is moving up to the expiration, we kind of would expect a pivot and then move down. You see this here. You also see it here. Price moves down into it in the December contract and then moves back up. When we talked about that should move up, and it did. And that produced a decent move all the way up to the 4,000 mark. So what we have here, though, is chop. So for this one here, guys, there is a slight downward bias. But usually when we're kind of chopping like this is, I mean, this isn't a really decent down move. It's just, it's more choppy. And when we see that, a lot of times what will happen is we'll continue to chop. So I'm not expecting a big swing move based off of the price action going into this contract. We're really consolidating, and it's going to become an issue of, you know, do we consolidate and then have another big move down out of this range, right? So that's what everybody's looking at. As far as Bitcoin goes, this bar here pushed down and really just hunted all these stops that were below these lows here. We actually had a low of 35.44, which was an area of interest for me, and basically a big move back out of that. And so to me, that was pretty crucial candle there, as far as this thing isn't ready to move down lower. Buyers are there waiting. So price has just basically gyrated there. So, you know, what you can do in the meantime is just kind of drill down to the smaller time frames. And what we do is, like on this particular chart, we'll have a 30-minute chart up with the linear regression channel. And what I like to do is just wait for not every one of these moneymaker signals, because depending on the price, volume, and time, sometimes you can get the signals will flip-flop. But really what we're looking for is a combination of where they fire in the upper part of the channel. So we're looking for this stuff here, and then we're looking for this stuff here with the moneymakers. And so as you can see, that produces a nice move down there, and likewise we get a nice move up here off of these. So that's where we concentrate on, and we kind of ignore the ones that are firing as price is kind of toward the middle of the channel. We like them, the ones that are circled here. So we ignore those. Again, if you're shorting, selling, you want it you want price action in the upper half of the channel, and for buys, bottom half of the channel on those moneymakers. So if you're interested in getting that signal, head over to tradelikeagenius.com. But it's a good way to trade it right now. This particular signal I would not pay attention to, and I'd actually be looking for price to gyrate off this level and get another signal up, and that would be the one I'd be keying in on, and see if we can get a nice move back to the top of the channel. And just play that until this thing falls out of range. So there you have it, guys. Range bound trading for Bitcoin. I don't think the CME futures contract is going to create any kind of swing pivot, because of the volatility just kind of died down before it. Right now we just see a lot of range bound moves, hunting, stop hunting, a lot of wicks. If you look on the 4-hour chart, you'll see that there's just, you know, these wick moves up and down. And really what that's doing is just hunting stops. So I would not be surprised if we saw in this range here, we saw both to the upside and the downside wicks, and then continue to consolidate further. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this CME expiration video. Appreciate you guys watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.
trade genius.